Hello and welcome back. I don't know if you can see because I can't see what my screen shows. So, I told you in the last video I was going to go over what all we got, and you can see everything on the tables. All was part of this parts haul. The rack and pinion and the axle shaft, the two alternators, underneath the table, the turbo, the exhaust, another turbo, all of these boxes, and the tall box in the back, and the red box in the corner, and then all of this stuff on the table. So I have two tables full. So as you can tell, it's quite a bit of stuff. So I told you I was going to go through this and show you what all we picked up for in case you see something that you're interested in. A lot of this stuff is NOS. And in my world, NOS is the best. So a lot of these parts are kind of unobtainable through any other means. However, not everything is. There is some used stuff in here. Like I see a used instrument cluster and a few other little pieces and odds and ends. But the majority of these boxes are full of NOS. And this is going to take some time to go through and try not to make this video 2 hours long. So I'm going to kind of maybe go quick on some of this stuff that isn't as important. But for example, this is an NOS Nerf strip for an Omni. The package was here. However, it it was pretty rough. So, but it is NOS. You can tell it's never been installed to on a car. That's a nice piece. I'm gonna try to lay this stuff out of the way. I've also got a used Nerf strip. This box I thought he said had a grill in it, but I believe it is broken. My assumption is he broke his on his car and bought an NOS one and used that on his car and kept the original. The cool story about where this stuff came from, I'm going to include a picture of the gentleman's car. He bought it brand new in 1986, and not only did he buy it brand new, but he was able to tour or be on the assembly line while the car was being built. That story in itself is really awesome. This grill's fixable, especially today. It's in really, really nice shape, other than it is broke right here. But even that little bit that I just kind of stuck it together, it sticks together pretty good. It's a pretty nice, pretty clean break. So we'll, I'm sure that can find a home. Worst case scenario, I'll glue it and hang it on the wall. I'd rather, sell it because that's what we're trying to do here. But if nobody wants it, then we'll go that route. But anyways, he owned the car, ordered the car, and then went to the factory to watch it be assembled. And that's probably something that you don't get to do much in today's car world. This is an NOS AC compressor, but it's for a 3.3 V6. It's difficult for me to do this, guys, and I apologize because I have to do this way. And like I said, my camera, there, maybe this will make it better. Try to make it so you can actually see what I'm doing. AC compressor for 3.3 V6. This is I believe it's a T2 airbox. And honestly, it looks like it's NOS, but the clamp's got some rust. But that just could be from age of being sitting or whatnot. What I don't know is if it's what body it fits. He had a lot of L-body stuff, but he also, oh, it's broke. It's cracked. Broken right there if you can see it, so it's not NOS. But man, it is awfully clean to not be NOS, and inside is the remainder of the hoses. So, but anyways, step around here. Some of these boxes, I don't even know what's in them. So let's, we're going to be digging together. Oh, we're on. We're live. So my wife has taken over the camera because the tripod and me trying to show you what we got is not working out very well. So anyways, we got another L body instrument cluster. We've got several of these already. Some of the cool stuff is we have a Crane cams, brand new camshaft. He said is an uncut. It's never been cut down to any specs. I'm not going to dig it all out of there, but that's what's in there. I like the way that he stored things. He put them in bags. And then inside the bag is, this one's wrapped in cloth, but this is some wheel bearings. We'll keep those for ourselves because we'll use them. And then this here is a torque converter. It was custom made. It's supposed to have a 33 or 3500 stall. I got to get more details on that from him. This is the valve body, and I'm assuming it's for an A413. I have to confirm that. This is an NOS CD player, slave CD player, and then the radio. This would be for 96 and up because it's the round face, not the square. I wish it was the square face because that would go right in the Lebaron. This is just more automatic transmission parts. There's a front pump and different gears, whatnot's in here. I'm not 100% positive. This feels like some kind of a shaft. Yeah, this looks like this looks like it's all maybe NOS as well. Again, I'm not going to go through every single little piece, but this is just, I don't know what these are. These are spider gears, I believe. So anyways, there's that. And then this is actually in really nice shape. I was expecting it to be broke, but it is a passenger side Omni side marker light headlight trim. That's a valuable piece because these are always broke. And then, well, I'm just kind of moving things out of the way. This looks like it's probably for a 3.3 V6. I don't know. I'll have to look up part numbers to confirm. But I'll do that once we get all this stuff into the basement. And then this is a new Mopar Performance computer for a carbureted car. It's a carbureted car because of the vacuum line. I don't know if he had a carbureted car at one time, but there's that. Whole bunch of radiator hoses. Again, I don't know what they all fit. However, this one, it's used. It's split, so it's no good. Junk pile. I thought that would be a good L body one. Again, look up part numbers to figure out what they fit. Who knows exactly. These look like they're all throttle body or TPS or map sensors. These are all NOS map sensors. Alright, so this is a competition cam. I don't remember the specs. It's probably on the box. But then the followers and lifters are in the bag here. I'll work on getting specs on that a little bit better. He said he ran it for a short time, so it's not new. We still have the map sensors, and then this box is just some exhaust hangers, NOS, and then there's a throttle body plate. Nothing super cool, but like I've said before, anything NOS is good. We will take it all. This says broken passenger side mirror for an Omni. The glass is a little wobbly, so maybe we can find a home for it. This box, this one's fuel injectors, and there's Bosch plus 50s, 2.5 turbo production. I don't know if these are used or new. It could be either way. Again, I have to figure it out. These ones appear to be new, but I don't know exactly what they are. But there is a baggie in here that says those are plus 50s, but it says Pioneers. I don't know. Fortunately, the gentleman knows what this stuff is that we got it from, and if I need help or questions, he's quick to answer. So that'll help figure out what some of this stuff is. This is a NOS throttle body. Again, I got to run the numbers to figure out what it fits. There's a carburetor adapter plate, and then 2 airbox brackets and a throttle cable bracket. They're all NOS. More good pieces. This box. This I thought was NOS, but I got looking at it. Oh no, this is NOS. This is an NOS instrument speedometer cluster for an L body. It shows 0 miles, so that one is NOS. There's another one here somewhere. I did cheat a little bit and went through this while I was waiting on my wife to come out. But just fuel hoses, miscellaneous stuff, nothing major. Another unbroken Omni headlight bezel. It's missing the orange lens, but I believe you can find those still.
Okay, stop.
You guys leaving?
We're going up to get some McDonald's.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, go to Wendy's. All right. Okay, so wait. I don't know where we just left off.
These look like, I don't know what this stuff is. It's a glass tube. Don't need that. These are brake pads for a bicycle.
No, we're not right now.
You need brake pads for a bicycle, Joe?
No, I don't think so.
What are you doing, Munchkin? Feel better? You got cleaned up. Now your feet are going to be filthy.
Whatever. It wasn't a bath night anyway. So.
Like, I think this is vinyl, but I don't know what it's for.
The hell?
No, it's a phone. I don't know. It doesn't say nothing on it. So.
That's not water.
No.
I don't know what the
That's
heck.
antifreeze. Do not touch it. It is very yucky. And it's green, so I know it's antifreeze.
That it is. That it is. I don't know what this.
Are you gonna come with mommy and get bites?
No, mommy.
Yes.
I don't have no idea what
Go up to
these
McDonald's.
are for. Fuel line. I'll have to
No.
like these. I don't know what these are for.
Here, give me this.
I don't know if they're AC or power steering. Looks like power steering to me.
Come here.
Yep, red,
This is
green, and blue.
I have no idea what it fits.
What?
Figure it out.
Some sort of GM power steering.
Flag.
Hey, where's your mini car?
No.
I ain't never seen you with GM stuff before.
Well, when I got there, you take what he's throwing at you.
Hey,
so.
this dude's asking what your address is and stuff for this car.
We are going to get food.
Alright, so we got power steering lines, I believe, but I don't know what they fit. Well, again, like everything else, we'll figure it out later. Logic module. Looks like it's probably used. I'm not sure. Radiator fan. We got NOS coil springs. Battery boot box cover. Reliant taillight. This was kind of an odd piece in this whole group of things. Automatic transmission gaskets. And then we have, come down here, please. Little stuff like this, distributor shield. There's another computer, 2.5 turbo it says. And then trying to make this quicker because this has been dragging on for a while. I got, looks like to me an adjustable mount of some type. Maybe it's drag link, I don't know. Figure it out as we go. Just trying to show you what we got. There's an aftermarket intercooler and then an original intercooler. And then here's a ported exhaust manifold. There's 2 non-ported exhaust manifolds. There's NOS coil packs. I'm not sure for what. A real nice intake manifold. This is an inline pump. We might be able to utilize that ourselves. This is a cool piece. So it's exhaust valve guides, I believe it said. Intake valve guides, and then 4 intake valves. Mopar Performance. This is another cool piece. This is a direct connection camshaft installation tool. It's a degree wheel, so that sets the degree on your camshaft. Let's see, a massive throttle body. I have no idea what that's for, but like I've said before, we'll figure it out. Another air box. This is the lower half. There is miscellaneous brackets, clutch cable bracket, an oil adapter, oil filter adapter, and then there's more fuel injectors. Again, I don't know what they fit. This is cap, rotor, plugs, and wire, or plug wires. They look used, but they are Mopar. I might be able to utilize those. This is the other speedometer gear that I thought was NOS. Thought we got two, but this one's got 2,806 miles on it. So it's been changed at one point in time. There's 4 of these. These are Omni bumper covers, bumper end caps, and they appear to be NOS. I'm assuming, actually there's 5. I'm assuming there's 1 for each side, plus then an extra. I don't know. An L-body shifter boot that's not torn. That's a good piece. Those are getting harder and harder to find. NOS L-body door handle. Probably end up keeping that. Some more transmission parts. Some wastegates. This one looks NOS, and there's a used one in here. There's brake calipers, rear wiper motors, another hose. And some miscellaneous, some used door handles, whatnot. This is, I believe, a Mitsubishi Turbo. Nope, it's a Garrett, and it looks brand new. So, let's see. That's all that's in that box. This is says it's a radio. Let's see. And that is what it is. Just a used, I think. Yeah, used. No, it says no front speaker. Seems like a lot of the radios we get, just not, they don't work fully. More plug wires. A carburetor for a core or rebuild. A hood latch for a 2-door L body. They're all the same actually. I got a clutch and pressure plate and throwout bearing. Not 100% sure what it fits. Let me see that. Let me see that. And then, so it's easier, there's 4 NOS brake calipers and pads and brackets. I'm willing to bet you that that's the upgrade brakes. Again, I'll dig into it more once we get that far. Alright, this is a used engine harness. It says up to 85. I'm not sure. I'm guessing L-body. This is another intake manifold and fuel rail with injectors. Looks, it's either been cleaned very well or it is new old stock. Oh, there's a '89 Dodge buyer's book. There's a multi-piece valve cover. This is another box of just miscellaneous wiring. So it looks like starter, alternator. I don't know. We'll get into that. Got to dig deeper into that one.
I was also sitting in the background. Did you see me?
This is a box full of AIS motors. These are all NOS.
Hi.
All brand new. They should be for turbo cars. Again, we'll dig deeper as we go. This is a nice box as well. It is clear full of oil and water return lines. This whole box is clear full. I'm not going to dig it. There's the brass fittings for them. That's a nice piece too. Here's another NOS throttle body. The number's on the box, so I'll be able to figure that out fairly easily. And there are 4 more logic modules in there. And then this plastic container stuff just falling everywhere. Matter of fact, so this piece here is the pride and joy in my opinion.
Alright.
So this is NOS radiator and intercooler for a G or J body.
Which one?
That's probably going to stay here for the Lebaron. I have another, looks like an engine harness as well. Again, probably for an L body. And then this box is full of Viper magazine. I've never heard of the Viper magazine, but it's all about the Dodge Viper. The box is packed clear full. So we'll go through that. This is a box of just miscellaneous end plugs, wiring plugs. Let's see. This tote has another radio, NOS for newer. It looks like NOS maybe for a newer radio. And then just hoses. There's a bunch of air hoses, different intercooler type hoses, some radiator hoses, whatnot. It's just a box so clear full of those. Brand new brake pads. Again, I assume for an L body. And then this piece, you may have to. This one's heavier. But it is an NOS cylinder head. And he said there's the bearing caps, springs, and the camshaft.
Congratulations.
He said that it was thicker than stock for IMSA racing, so it can be cut down to, if need be. Then let's see. This looks like another fuel rail and injectors. And another set of injectors, some plus 30s, plus 20s. Just bought a set of those myself. Could have used those. And then license plate package, a 15-inch bumper center cap. I didn't even look in this box while we was up there, so I don't even know what else in here. This says it's an intake valve, but it's empty. Empty. Darn it. You always hope, but you expect the worst. Empty. And this miscellaneous paperwork. But there's intercooler hoses. Another intercooler hose. There's more of those in there. Ignition coil. And in this box, it's a shame the box got torn, but you can see it's a Coney box.
Yeah, it's on the box.
And unfortunately, it's not Coney's inside. It is a pair of struts and springs for an L body. I forget what he said. They're KYBs. I don't know if they're golds. I don't know if that means anything or not. So, that's it. Pause it. Let me pause it. So the GLH is gone. What a story that is. The gentleman messaged me yesterday, 24 hours ago, asked me about the car. Flew from New Mexico to Chicago and then into Cleveland and then took an Uber to us and is now making the trip back to New Mexico in the GLH. Alright, good morning. It is Saturday. I'm going to go ahead and close this video out. And the reason I'm going to close this video out is because starting now, actually this morning, there will be no more fun car stuff other than moving some things around. So we're having our granddaughter's birthday party today, so I've got some work to do outside to get ready for that. The wife is in the house working on the house, getting ready for that. So no fun things happening today. It's going to be nothing but work, and I guess fun things will be later this afternoon. Anyways, what a week. Wasn't that we was super busy chasing parts and doing all that. I mean, I was sorting parts and going through the parts all we just picked up earlier in this video. But we sold quite a few things this week. Had 2 customers show up here. I think it was Wednesday night, I believe. So I'm going to add a little clip here after this. But the Omni GLH is gone. Had a gentleman message me and on Tuesday, and he bought 2 plane tickets for him and his son, and they flew out here and drove it home, almost 1,500 miles from here to their house, and had 0 issues except the starter, and ended up it was the starter relay. So they made it about halfway, give or take. And he called me and said, hey, you know, what do you think? And I was like, yeah, swap the relay. At worst case scenario, you can push it and it'll start and keep on going. So that's what they ended up doing, was they push started it and kept on going. But he said the car ran flawlessly. So anyways, we sold with that. They took 3 doors, 3 Omni doors, 2 rear quarter panels that we had for the car, and an air dam. So some bigger stuff is out of the building. And then we also had a gentleman show up, and they bought 2 doors for Shelby Charger and a hatch for Shelby Charger. So some big stuff moved this week. That's exciting. Big stuff. I don't like having big stuff around here because this takes up so much space, and you know, you can't ship it. It's hard to sell. But anyways, I'm not going to bore you to death. I got to get work done. I got to get busy. So with that, like, follow, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you next week.